Why self-discipline is the key to success. Self-discipline refers to the ability to control one's actions, emotions, and impulses to achieve long-term goals. It's often about doing what needs to be done, even when you don't feel like it. This trait enables individuals to push past discomfort, delay gratification, and focus on their objectives, which is essential for success in all areas of life. Why is self-discipline more important than motivation or talent? While motivation can kickstart a new habit or project, it's fleeting and can be unreliable when things get tough. Talent, though beneficial, isn't enough to guarantee success. Many talented individuals fail because they lack the discipline to apply their skills consistently. On the other hand, self-discipline is the driving force that sustains effort long after the initial excitement fades. Research shows that individuals who develop consistent discipline are more likely to achieve their goals, regardless of their starting talent level. Self-discipline affects all areas of life, from professional accomplishments to personal health, relationships, and self-fulfillment. For example, in the workplace, disciplined people tend to meet deadlines, improve skills continuously, and climb the career ladder. In relationships, they communicate better, maintain commitments, and nurture emotional intelligence. Without self-discipline, we become vulnerable to distractions, procrastination, and short-term temptations. This can result in a cycle of failure, regret, and lowered self-esteem. People often start projects or set goals, only to abandon them when the initial motivation fades, leading to disappointment and missed opportunities. One of the most empowering aspects of self-discipline is that it isn't something people are born with. It's a skill that can be learned and refined through practice. Many successful individuals, from athletes to business leaders, have honed this ability over time through deliberate effort. Chapter 1: The Foundation of Self-Discipline. Section 1.1: Understanding your why. What motivates your need for self-discipline? Self-discipline begins with understanding the deeper reasons behind your goals. Motivation can be internal, intrinsic, or external, extrinsic. Intrinsic motivation is driven by personal satisfaction, whereas extrinsic motivation might come from rewards, praise, or avoiding punishment. Successful people often have a powerful why behind their goals, something that resonates deeply with their core values and aspirations. When your goals align with your values, discipline becomes easier. For example, if you value health and wellness, you're more likely to commit to a fitness routine. On the other hand, if your goals are misaligned with your core values, maintaining discipline will be a struggle, as the goal won't provide the intrinsic motivation necessary for sustained effort. Compelling goals are clear, specific, and emotionally engaging. The SMART goal-setting method, specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound, is a practical tool for defining clear objectives. However, emotional engagement is just as important. Setting goals that evoke a strong emotional response will make the effort and sacrifices required for discipline more bearable. Section 1.2: The Psychology Behind Self-Discipline. The neurological basis of self-control and delayed gratification. Self-control is regulated by the prefrontal cortex of the brain, the area responsible for planning, decision-making, and managing impulses. Studies show that the more we practice self-discipline, the stronger our neural pathways for self-control become. This is similar to how exercising strengthens muscles. Discipline grows with consistent use. Habits form through a neurological process called the habit loop, which consists of 3 parts: cue, routine, and reward. A cue triggers your brain to initiate a behavior, the routine is the behavior itself, and the reward reinforces the behavior, making it more likely to be repeated. Understanding this loop can help individuals create new positive habits and break old unproductive ones. Dopamine is a neurotransmitter that plays a key role in motivation and reward. When you accomplish something or anticipate a reward, dopamine levels rise, giving you a sense of pleasure and reinforcing the behavior. This is why habits tied to immediate rewards, like eating junk food or checking social media, are so powerful. However, you can retrain your brain to associate positive actions, like exercising or working on a project, with the same dopamine hits by intentionally rewarding yourself in healthy ways. Chapter 2: Building Strong Habits That Last. Section 2.1, the power of small wins. How small, consistent habits build momentum. Small wins or micro habits build momentum by offering immediate, attainable victories that reinforce the larger goal. For example, if your goal is to run a marathon, starting with a 5-minute daily jog builds the habit of running without overwhelming you. Small victories reduce the chance of failure and increase motivation, making discipline feel more manageable. The concept of the compound effect. The compound effect refers to how small actions, when performed consistently over time, lead to significant results. It's the same principle behind compounding interest in finance. If you improve just 1% each day, those small gains will accumulate into massive progress over time. Using micro habits to trigger larger changes. Starting with micro habits such as drinking a glass of water in the morning to begin a health routine is an effective way to build self-discipline. These small actions build confidence, reinforcing the belief that you are capable of more substantial changes. Over time, micro habits snowball into larger, more meaningful transformations. Section 2.2, Habit Stacking. How to pair new habits with existing ones to make them stick. Habit stacking involves adding a new habit to an already established one, leveraging the stability of the existing habit to ensure the new one sticks. For example, if you already brush your teeth every morning, you can add a new habit like meditating for 5 minutes immediately afterward. The role of routines in automating self-discipline. Routine is powerful because it minimizes decision-making, which conserves mental energy. When you don't have to consciously decide whether to do something, it becomes automatic, freeing up your willpower for more challenging tasks. Creating a consistent routine ensures that discipline is maintained with minimal effort. How environment affects habit formation. The environment plays a critical role in habit formation. For example, if you want to build a reading habit, keeping books in easy-to-reach places, like by your bed or on your desk, increases the likelihood that you'll pick them up. On the flip side, removing distractions from your environment, like putting your phone in another room during work, reduces the temptation to stray from disciplined behavior. Section 2.3, the 21/90 rule. The 21/90 rule suggests that it takes 21 days to form a habit and 90 days to make it part of your lifestyle. The first 21 days help establish the behavior, but it's the consistent practice over 90 days that really solidifies it as part of your daily life. However, some research suggests that habit formation can take anywhere from 18 to 254 days, depending on the complexity of the habit. The science and myth behind how long it takes to form a habit. The idea that it takes exactly 21 days to form a habit originated from a 1960 book by Dr. Maxwell Maltz, but modern research indicates that this timeline varies. Psychologists like Dr. Philippa Lally have found that the average time to form a habit is 66 days, though it depends on the individual's consistency, the complexity of the behavior, and the context in which the habit is practiced. How to track your progress effectively. Tracking progress is key to ensuring that a habit sticks. Journaling, habit tracking apps, or simply marking off days on a calendar can reinforce the habit by providing visual feedback. Tracking not only increases accountability, but also helps identify patterns like what times of day you're most likely to skip a habit. Chapter 3, Overcoming Common Obstacles. Section 3.1, Dealing with Temptation and Instant Gratification. Understanding why we are wired to seek immediate rewards. Human brains are wired to seek pleasure and avoid pain, a survival mechanism from our evolutionary past. This is why we are often drawn to immediate gratification, whether it's eating a sugary snack or scrolling through social media instead of focusing on long-term goals that may not offer an immediate payoff. Strategies to resist temptation. One effective strategy is the 10-minute rule, where you commit to waiting 10 minutes before giving in to temptation. This allows the initial urge to pass. Another approach is temptation bundling, where you pair a less enjoyable task, like exercising, with something pleasurable, like listening to your favorite podcast. How to delay gratification effectively. Delayed gratification is the ability to resist an immediate reward in favor of a larger, long-term reward. Techniques like visualization. imagining the benefits of sticking to your discipline, and mental reframing, seeing the challenge as a learning opportunity, can help in resisting short-term urges. Section 3.2, Navigating Setbacks and Failures. So, how do you bounce back when you fail? Well, setbacks are inevitable, but they don't have to derail your progress. The key is to view failure as part of the learning process. Successful people see failures as temporary and use them as feedback to improve their approach. Now, let's talk about the importance of a growth mindset in maintaining discipline. A growth mindset, as defined by psychologist Carol Dweck, is the belief that abilities can be developed through hard work and effort. This mindset helps individuals maintain discipline because they see setbacks as challenges to overcome, not as indications of personal inadequacy. So, how do you frame setbacks as learning opportunities? Reframing is a powerful psychological tool. Instead of seeing a missed workout or a failed project as a failure, view it as a data point. What caused the failure? What can be adjusted in your approach? This helps maintain forward momentum and fosters a resilient mindset. Section 3.3, Avoiding Decision Fatigue. So, what exactly is decision fatigue and how does it wear down self-discipline? Decision fatigue occurs when the mental energy required to make decisions is depleted, leading to poor choices and lack of self-discipline. This is why many people struggle to maintain discipline after a long day of work. By reducing the number of decisions you need to make in a day, you can conserve mental energy for more important tasks. How do you limit choices to conserve mental energy? Limiting daily decisions can significantly reduce decision fatigue. Simple tactics like planning meals in advance, setting up a morning routine, or wearing the same type of clothing every day can help conserve mental energy. This is why figures like Steve Jobs and Barack Obama were known for wearing similar outfits daily. The importance of routine and automation cannot be overstated. Automation through routines takes decision-making out of the equation. For instance, if you go to the gym at the same time every day, it becomes a non-negotiable part of your day. By creating a structured routine, you limit the number of decisions you need to make, making discipline easier to maintain. Chapter 4, Mental and Emotional Resilience. Section 4.1, The Role of Willpower and How to Strengthen It. Willpower is often seen as a limited resource. Research by psychologists like Roy Baumeister suggests that willpower is finite and can be depleted over time, much like a muscle that tires after exertion. However, just as muscles can be strengthened through regular exercise, so can willpower. Techniques to build and conserve willpower are essential. You can conserve willpower by minimizing the number of decisions you need to make in a day, as discussed in decision fatigue, and by building habits that automate behavior. Additionally, willpower can be strengthened through practices like mindfulness meditation, which has been shown to increase self-control. So how do you recharge your willpower after depletion? One of the best ways is through rest and recovery. Sleep, nutrition, and relaxation techniques like deep breathing or yoga can help restore mental energy. This allows you to make better decisions and maintain discipline. Section 4.2, Managing Stress and Anxiety. How stress weakens self-discipline is a crucial topic. Chronic stress floods the body with cortisol, a hormone that makes it harder to think clearly and make rational decisions. This often leads to emotional decision-making and a decrease in self-discipline. Stress makes it more likely for people to give in to immediate gratification rather than focusing on long-term goals. Managing stress is essential for maintaining self-discipline. Techniques like mindfulness meditation, which trains the brain to focus on the present moment, have been shown to reduce stress and increase self-control. Physical exercise is another powerful tool for managing stress, as it reduces cortisol levels and increases the production of endorphins, which improve mood and mental clarity. The importance of mental health in staying disciplined cannot be overstated. Mental health and self-discipline are deeply intertwined. Anxiety, depression, and other mental health challenges can make it incredibly difficult to stay disciplined. Taking care of your mental health through therapy, relaxation techniques, or simply talking to someone can significantly improve your ability to stay on track with your goals. Section 4.3, Developing Patience and Long-Term Thinking. How patience ties into self-discipline is pretty straightforward. Patience is the ability to wait for long-term rewards without becoming frustrated or giving up. It's an essential part of self-discipline because achieving significant goals often requires consistent effort over a long period of time. Without patience, it's easy to become discouraged by slow progress and give up prematurely. Techniques to develop long-term thinking include visualization and reverse engineering goals. Visualization involves imagining yourself successfully achieving your long-term goals. This practice has been shown to improve self-discipline by keeping the mind focused on the rewards of delayed gratification. Reverse engineering, where you break down a large goal into smaller, more manageable steps, also fosters patience by making long-term goals feel more achievable. Overcoming the instant results mentality of modern culture is a challenge. We live in a world that encourages instant gratification. Everything from fast food to social media likes provides immediate pleasure. This makes it harder to stay focused on long-term goals, which require sustained effort without immediate rewards. Overcoming this mindset involves recognizing that true success and fulfillment come from delayed gratification, and practicing mindfulness helps shift focus from short-term pleasure to long-term gains. Chapter 5. External Factors and Accountability. Section 5.1. The role of accountability. How accountability partners, groups, or mentors boost self-discipline. Research shows that people are more likely to achieve their goals when they share them with others. Accountability partners or groups provide support, encouragement, and a sense of responsibility. Knowing that someone else is aware of your goals and is tracking your progress can increase your commitment to maintaining self-discipline. Why external accountability increases chances of success. When you're accountable to someone else, you're less likely to give up on your goals because you don't want to disappoint them. This external pressure can push you to keep going, even when motivation wanes. Mentors, in particular, can offer valuable insights, guidance, and encouragement when discipline feels difficult. How to find the right accountability system for you. Not all accountability systems work for everyone. Some people benefit from one-on-one accountability with a friend or coach, while others thrive in group settings like mastermind groups or fitness classes. It's essential to find a system that aligns with your personality, goals, and lifestyle. Section 5.2. Using rewards and positive reinforcement. How to use rewards to reinforce good habits. Positive reinforcement is a powerful tool in building self-discipline. When you reward yourself for completing a task or maintaining discipline, your brain associates the behavior with pleasure, making it more likely that you'll repeat it. The key is to choose rewards that don't undermine your progress, such as a healthy treat after a workout or a break after a productive work session. The psychology of reward systems. Reward systems work because they activate the brain's reward centers, increasing dopamine production and reinforcing the behavior. This is why it's crucial to select meaningful and timely rewards. If the reward is too delayed or not enjoyable, it won't have the same reinforcing effect. Balancing rewards with intrinsic motivation. While rewards can be useful, it's also important to cultivate intrinsic motivation, the internal drive to maintain discipline for its own sake. Over-relying on rewards can sometimes undermine intrinsic motivation as the behavior becomes associated with external rewards rather than personal satisfaction. Chapter 6. The role of flexibility in self-discipline. Section 6.1. Knowing when to be adaptable. Why discipline doesn't mean rigidity. Self-discipline often gets confused with rigidity, but true discipline involves being adaptable when necessary. Life is unpredictable, and sticking to a rigid plan without room for flexibility can lead to burnout or discouragement. It's essential to strike a balance between maintaining discipline and adjusting to changing circumstances. The importance of flexibility in maintaining long-term discipline. Flexibility allows you to adjust your goals or methods without abandoning them entirely. For example, if you set a goal to work out 5 times a week but experience an injury, flexibility allows you to adjust your routine rather than give up on fitness altogether. How to practice discipline while being open to change. One way to stay disciplined while remaining flexible is by focusing on your why rather than the specifics of your goal. If your goal is to be healthier and a certain workout routine isn't working for you, it's okay to change the routine as long as the end goal remains the same. Offer examples of how flexibility and discipline has benefited successful individuals, allowing them to navigate setbacks without giving up on their goals. Provide specific strategies for being adaptable without losing sight of your objectives, such as redefining short-term goals or changing methods while maintaining overall consistency. Section 6.2, Balancing Structure with Freedom. The benefits of structure in self-discipline. Structure provides the foundation for self-discipline by eliminating guesswork and minimizing decision fatigue. A clear structure or routine helps automate behavior, reducing the mental effort required to stay disciplined. For example, having a structured morning routine ensures that you start the day on a disciplined note without having to decide what to do first. Why too much structure can lead to burnout. While structure is essential, too much of it can lead to rigidity and burnout. When every aspect of your life is overstructured, it can feel suffocating, leaving no room for spontaneity or creativity. This can cause people to abandon discipline altogether when they feel overwhelmed by the strictness of their routines. How to create a system that balances discipline with flexibility. The key is to create a system that offers both structure and freedom. For example, you can have a structured morning routine but leave afternoons open for creative work or relaxation. This balance ensures that you maintain discipline in critical areas without feeling restricted in every aspect of your life. Explore the psychology behind structure and its impact on discipline. Provide practical examples of how to build structured routines that leave room for flexibility, such as time-blocking techniques or setting boundaries on free time. Offer tips on how to recognize when too much structure is leading to burnout and how to adjust accordingly. Conclusion. Making self-discipline a lasting habit. Summarize the key points. In summary, building self-discipline is about understanding your motivation, creating strong habits, overcoming obstacles, and balancing structure with flexibility. Self-discipline is not a one-time effort, but a lifelong practice that requires continuous refinement. The journey to lifelong self-discipline. Self-discipline is a journey that evolves as you grow. The more you practice it, the stronger it becomes. While setbacks are inevitable, they offer valuable lessons that help you build even greater resilience. Final thoughts on how to make self-discipline stick for life. Ultimately, self-discipline is about consistency. It's about showing up for yourself day after day, even when it's hard, and trusting that your efforts will pay off in the long run. By focusing on small wins, staying flexible, and maintaining accountability, anyone can develop the self-discipline needed to achieve their most ambitious goals.